Years ago, I was up at the hospital and I was reading a published study about a group of physicians that had used aromatherapy in the recovery room to reduce nausea after surgery. I was fascinated and impressed with their results. I had heard that Young Living essential oils were the best in the industry. So I called a friend of mine that worked there and I asked him if he could get me in touch with someone in their blending department to see if they would be willing to make this special blend for me. Shortly thereafter, I was invited to come down to Young Living's global headquarters and meet with Gary Young to discuss my ideas. When I met Gary for the first time, I instantly liked him. He was kind and authentic, and it was clear to me that he absolutely loved essential oils. He wanted me to learn more about the oils, so we hopped in his truck and headed down to the farm in Mona, Utah. There at the farm that day, Gary taught me about the soil, the plants, the distillation process, and his love of essential oils. At the end of the day, Gary agreed to work with me to create a blend that was based on the results found in the study that I had read. The result of this friendship and collaboration was a blend that Young Living still has today, and that blend is Aroma Ease. A good friend of mine called me up and asked me what I knew about CBD. I told him that I knew very little about it. He explained to me that he was convinced that CBD was a great product that could help many people, but that finding a safe, high-quality CBD for his family was almost impossible. Because of this, he was going to start a new CBD company. I have to admit that I was skeptical and had many questions. He encouraged me to look into it for myself, and that if I was interested in getting involved, he could use my expertise at the company. Weeks went by and I kept thinking about that phone call. Eventually, my curiosity led me to start investigating the published studies on CBD. The more studies I read, the more interested I became. Multiple published studies suggested real potential benefits from CBD use. Unfortunately, I came across news articles and reports of people getting hurt because of CBD companies that had no regard for quality control and no standards for their ingredients. I called Richard and explained to him that while I was impressed with the published studies that suggested real benefits from CBD, I was concerned about quality control and safety. Richard went on to explain that this was in fact the reason he had started his company, and that from the sourcing to the blending, he was making sure that quality and safety were a top priority with his products. And that's when I decided to get involved with Nature's Ultra. Having been involved with both Young Living and Nature's Ultra, I'm happy to see them now together as one. From my experiences with Gary, I saw the importance of quality to him and his company. And with the priority of safety as the foundation and guiding force behind Nature's Ultra, it's easy to see why these two companies are a perfect match. With Nature's Ultra now as a Young Living product, CBD can be purchased with seed-to-seal standards, and quality is no longer a worry when looking for CBD products. Young Living now has the capability to take quality CBD out to the world, and that is exciting.